What's going on, family? Be back with another YouTube video. So today, I was working out in the gym and I seen one of my subscribers in the gym, and he said he watched the video, the last video, and he liked it. So that's a plus. However, he did give me some tips and he did let me know what the next video should consist of because he's trying to get into trading and pretty much he just said if you did this and tweak this and did that, it'll potentially help, someone new that's a viewer that may not know what all the indicators and things of your chart is. So for this video, we're going to be explaining, how I have my chart set up on my trading view platform. What's this line? What's that line? What's this big rectangle? And I hope this helps somebody. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and continue to follow me on this journey to becoming a very profitable, options day trader. So let's get it. Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about why my chart looks like this. Now, your chart, it may be different. And I truly believe there's no perfect setup for anybody's chart. Everybody makes money on trading options, Forex, things like that, different ways. And it's just pretty much what works best for you. From what I've learned since I started trading is that the clearer the chart, the better. So I've tried to, keep it to a minimum of the things that you see right here on my chart. Now, I use regular candles, as you can see. When I first started to get into trading, I was using these Hekanai Aishi, whatever, however you say it, candles, because I liked how it looked, right? It was very clean. You can see the points where it's breakup structure or something might have changed when it comes to the current stock that you may be trading going down or going up. Look at this. This is a lot. This is SPY, by the way. This is SPY. And just see, there's a lot of money to be made right here. I mean, 695 all the way started at what, 677. Insane. That's an insane move right there. Insane move. However, let's get into it. So you may be asking yourself, why do I have all these lines on my graph, on my chart per se? And the reason is because these are key levels to me. What I mean by that is when I see a stock or a company or option, whatever you're trading, right? I trade options. I don't do Forex. I don't do crypto. I don't do none of that. But I do understand and do realize that once you know the charts, you can pretty much do it all, right? It takes some other different things, but if you know the charts, I feel like 80% of what you're trading. But yeah, back to the lines. Key levels. It lets you know where the stock could be headed. It lets you know where that stock was, right? I feel like when you trade and you look at the key levels to understand, okay, it helps you with support resistance. It helps you understand if that stock or that company is trading within a range, right? And I'm going to show you this, but as you can see, when I go talk about trading in range, right, this is the key level right here. Why? Because let's check this out. This is on the 15-minute time frame, if you can tell right here, right? And even if we zoom back out, you can tell, right? So I got 693.95 as a key level because how many times does it hit it? It hit it one, almost two, three, four, five, six right here. It hit it seven. It hit it eight, and it hit it 9, 10. So anytime the company or the trend or the candles touch a certain place, to my knowledge, you should be marking as a key level, right? It hit it multiple times, and that key level teaches you something. It gapped up at the key level right here. See, it gapped up, made a little small move up there, right? Came back down, key level. Like, that's why I have it here. Now, you see I have more key levels too, but these key levels change throughout the lifetime or the days, at least, of the stocks, right? Or the candles of the days, the trading days. So, it helps you out a lot. Even if I go to the 30-minute, you see it's still hitting it right there. Even a 4-hour. I mean, these are key levels, especially this green one right here. This was a pivotal level when SPY was, on its way up to where it was. This is a very bullish trend right here that you see. And that's why I have key levels. It kind of like draws a picture. It kind of like draws a map of where I want to go. Imagine you being smack there somewhere and you're like, okay, how do I get from here to here? There's nothing on the picture on the map. This is that map, including the key levels that help you get from point A to point B and hopefully understand where you want to go within that. Now, let's go to the EMAs right here. The EMAs are very important because they tell you basically how strong the trend is. You know, is it bullish? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? And almost not the volume, because there's volume ticks that you don't see on here that I could put on here. But basically, you know, it helps you with a lot of different things. And then you got the 20 EMA right here. If you see right here, 20 EMA, the 50, 100, 200. So I mainly use the 50 and 200 because those are some great identical, not identical, but very, very important um, EMAs that you may need. Can tell you a lot. So if you go, the 50 is the orange one, and the 200 is the blue one. So we just see that the 50 just crossed the blue, right? Right here in this area right here. That usually means that the trend is going to keep going. It has strong momentum, and it's going to continue to go. Now, my guess is, I think so. I think that the SPY, because this is SPY right here, I think that it can get to 700 before the week. Without any bad reports or anything Trump says or tariff talk or whatever, I think that it can. Hell, it might actually gap up to 700. So those will have that. Now, the last thing I can talk to you about, what I have on mine, would be the supply and demand chart. So if you can look right here, and I usually build my own boxes, but there's an indicator or trading view that you can put in that's actually really, really dope, and it creates the supply and demand. Now, I trade with smart money, right? With the institutional investors, the crypto investors, the banks, the hedge funds, the private equity investors, things like that, the big real money trade, because that lets you know where they want to pull back to and where you can initially get in at. So the reason why I use this box right here, let's say if this key level wasn't right here and it came back down to almost touch this box right here, which would be demand, because supply is the top. If it touched it and it made a doji or whatever it is, you know it's going straight back up. I trade supply and demand. That's how I like to trade. That's how I like to make my money. I'm sure I have some more boxes. Oops, let's go back. I'm sure I have some more boxes on here that I can find. Right here, here we go. This is it. Now the reason for me to have that was because of this right here. It came down, but I seen this little green wick. I knew this was going to be a key level. It came back up. What did it do? It shot right back up to this zone. Came back down to the zone. And guess what? I know it's a positive and key zone, a key demand, where it was supply, but now it's back. It was supply at one point, because guess what? It touched it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next day shot up almost $8. So this helps me understand where the market's going, where the trend is going in a way. Not really, but help me understand where the institutional investors and the banks are buying in.